like you. The spitting image. Oh, I'll take you up to the beetle. Agnes.
I swear she was no fatter than a broom hand. So I said to her, Madam, if you insist on starving to death this afternoon, why not do it in the street and save the parish another 5 shillings?
Mr. Bumble.
Not another one. Girl.
Boy, Mr. Bumble.
Name?
Sally, sir.
You old fool! Not your name, the child's name.
I don't know.
Why don't you ask the mother?
I can't, sir. She's dead, sir.
Very inconsiderate of her. No matter. Fortunately, I have a ready-made name. P-Q-R-S-T. T for twist. I invented it myself, Oliver Twist.
Oliver Twist? Well, that's a queer sort of name, sir. Begging your pardon, sir.
Well, you'd better get used to it, Sally, because this bat's going to be on our hands for the next 10 years.
They starve us. Never enough to eat. So now we're going to do something about it, all right?
Yeah. Oh,
You're right,
hungry.
Never get enough to eat.
Yeah, we'll draw lots on it.
Well, you know how that works.
Yeah, we know how it works.
Let's do it. All right. The one who gets the shortest straw does it. Come on, quick, before Fatso takes the pot away. Oliver, come on, take it.
Please, sir, I want some more.
What?
Please, sir, I want some more.
eh? What's this?
Young Oliver, Mr. Bumble, he
Well?
He asked for more. What?
Ask for more? What? Believe it. More, is it, Master Oliver Twist? I'll see to it that you get more. More of what it's like outside in the real world. Let's hear you ask for more then, eh?
Morning, Mr. Bumble.
Good morning, Mr. Sowerby. How's business?
Oh, can't complain. Not to you, anyway, Mr. Bumble. Seeing as how you provide me with more business than anyone else in the parish.
True, Mr. Sowerby, true.
But what's this, Mr. Bumble? Boy available for apprenticeship?
Indeed, Mr. Sowerby, and we'll pay you £5 to take him away.
Extraordinary, Mr. Bumble. There's a coincidence. With me, this very week, looking for a lad.
A lovely boy. See for yourself, Mr. Sowerby. I hate to let him go, but...
You understand, Mr. Bumble, that I do need a boy like him. Small, thin, somewhat pale.
That's young Oliver to a T, sir. Precisely what you need.
He must walk in front of the funeral procession, you see, to emphasize the misery, the dismal nature of the occasion. He must have a sad face.
Oh, he has a sad face, Mr. Sowerby, a very sad face.
Oliver. It slipped right out of me hands.
You did it on purpose.
And what if I did, eh? What are you going to do about it? I am mighty, aren't you? Only been here 5 minutes and you get the best job. You stole my job, you did. I ought to box your ears for you.
Here you are, Noah, love. Dinner. And this is for you, boy. The dogs didn't want it. I can't understand it. It's perfectly good food.
There's your supper, Rover. Hey, ain't you going to say thank you? Didn't your mother teach you no manners?
Huh? No. No, I didn't know my mother. She died.
Yeah, best thing that could have happened, let me tell you.
What did you say?
Oh, yeah. Lucky for her, she's dead. She'd be in prison now for certain. Or maybe hanged for highway robbery or something. Yeah, if she was anything like you, she'd have been a real bad un.
Oh, you I'll take you to say this about my mother, you great stupid.
twist. Orphans from the workhouse do what they are told. They are grateful for the kind shown in them, and they do not cause trouble.
Oh, many thanks, Mr. Bumble.
My pleasure, Mr. Sowerby.
Warm work, Mr. Bumble. Would you care to take a cup of tea? Or perhaps something a little stronger? A sherry?
No, well, if you insist, Mr. Sowerby, I am partial to a glass of port after exercise.
Oh, port it shall be, sir.
Oi, Oliver, just thought I'd remind you. You know that apprentice to a coffee maker takes 7 years. So you better get used to it. 7 years. Apprentice to a coffee maker takes 7 years. 7.
London. 70 miles. Oh, 70 miles.
Molesting my passengers.
Righto, lad. What's the story?
Oh!
Ah, don't look so worried. I ain't the law.
Oh,
What's up then? You look wore out.
I am. I've been walking for 7 days from the country.
Didn't eat real well, eh?
No.
You looks to me like a runaway apprentice.
How did you know?
Ah, if they catches you, you know you're in big trouble. Oh, I won't tell no one. Hey,
Oh.
what's your name?
Oliver. Oliver Twist.
You going to live in London, Oliver?
I suppose so.
Got a place to stay?
No.
Why don't you come with me then, old son? You can trust the Artful Dodger. I'll do the right thing by you. I knows this nice old respectable gentleman. He'll look after you. Place to sleep, bit of food, you work for him like. Best job in London. Here.
Hey? Oh. What job? Who is he?
Fagin's his name. It's a good bloke, Fagin. Come on, open up. I ain't staying out here all day.
Wait a minute, Dodger. Who's that?
New lad for you. He's all right. Fagin, this is me friend, Oliver Twist.
We're very pleased to see you, Oliver. Very. Dodger, get some bread and sausages for him and something to drink. And while you're eating, Oliver, you can watch us. It's a little game we play.
Thank you, sir.
Quiet now. Dodger, Charlie, you're first. Well done, boys. Enough for one day. Out to work, all of you. And don't come back empty-handed.
All right, all right.
Well, wasn't that fun?
Yes, sir. The Artful Dodger's very clever.
Oh, that's how he got his name, Oliver. He's the best. You do what he does, and you won't go wrong.
Yes, sir.
Tired, are you?
Yes.
Look, there. Lie down there. A sleep will do you good.
Thank you, sir.
How long have you been awake?
I just woke up.
Did you see what I was doing?
No, sir. Something shining. I don't know, sir.
Well, just some pretty things I have. You're not to tell anyone. I don't want the lads to think I'm crazy. Playing with such trinkets. Do you understand? Nancy! And Bill Sykes!
Who's he?
Oh, it's Oliver, our new boy. We are going to play the handkerchief game. Do you think you can take this out of my pocket without my seeing it?
I don't know. I'll try.
Look sharp now. Very good, Oliver. At this rate, you'll soon be as good as the Artful Dodger. And that's saying something.
Yes, sir.
Ah, yeah. I'll tell you what. Tomorrow you can go out with the lads. You can play the handkerchief game out in the street. See who's best, you or the Dodger. What do you say?
Bookstore.
Yeah.
Thief! Stop, thief!
Stop, please.
Hey, stop!
Oh, wait. Come back here.
Gotcha. You.
Is this the boy, sir?
Yes, officer, I'm afraid it is.
Afraid? Oh, that's a good one. It's down to the station, lad. Old Fang won't waste much time with this case.
Fang?
Yeah, Mr. Fang. He's a magistrate. A real hard man is Mr. Fang. I reckon he'll give this kid 7 years for this.
7 years jail.
Yeah, well, you saw him do it, didn't you?
head fool. Oh, if only I... Oh, you know the boy?
Eh?
What boy? You know what boy. I might know him. Come with me. I want to talk.
Admit it! You were caught red-handed. You're guilty. There are 1,000 witnesses.
Sir, I did nothing.
You call theft nothing? What about 7 years in the colonies? Do you call that nothing, too?
Really, sir, this is too much. You cannot harass the child like this. It's improper.
Improper? You tell me what's improper in my own court? Hold your tongue, sir. I'll charge you with contempt.
But, sir...
But nothing. These hardened criminals as guilty as sin. With your own eyes, you saw him steal your property. Boy, step forward. Prepare yourself to hear my sentence.
Sir, I did not actually see him steal my handkerchief.
That's true.
What? Turn this man out. Clear the court.
No, I'll speak. I'll not be turned out. I saw 3 boys, 2 others, and prisoner here, loitering on opposite side of the street while this gentleman was reading. The robbery was committed by another boy. I saw it.
Oh!
You're absolutely certain this is not the culprit?
Aye.
Pity. Certainly looks like a criminal to me. Case dismissed. Clear the court.
Call a coach. Quickly. You're coming with me, Oliver. I'm sorry about this whole business. Easy now. Least I can do is have those injuries attended to.
And so I says to him, Fagin, I says, if you don't give me more for these fancy gold rings, I swear I'll go back to the house, climb through the window and return them to a ladyship. And if you want them so bad, you can steal them all over again yourself.
Oh, Bill, you're a devil. Oi, ain't you staying?
I'll see you tonight.
Oh, all right. When I finish with old Fagin.
Righto, might see you at the Three Cripples if nothing better turns up. Come on, Bullseye.
Here, save me a drink, Bill. Oh!
No, Nancy, you're not going nowhere. I got a job for you. Get inside. Remember, it's £100 cash in your hand when you get Oliver back in your power. And another 100 for you when he commits his first crime. Reasonable. But I have to find him first. I imagine you have ways of doing that, but I'll be searching too. If I spot him first, I'll let you know immediately. And you take it from there. Charlie, I want you to check every coach in town. Find out where they took Oliver.
Ah, Fagin, there's a million of them.
Check them. And Dodger, you stick round the bookshop. That old buzzard might come back again. And if he does, you follow him home. And 10 to 1 you'll find Oliver there.
Oh, it's stupid. It could take weeks. And what for, I ask you? He's a rotten pickpocket anyway.
Just do it, Dodger. That boy is worth a lot of money to me. But only if he's right here, where he belongs.
Oh.
Go on, get a-working. Nancy, wait. You're in on this, too. I want you to take a little walk around the more healthy parts of London, where your gentlemen like to live. And just keep your eyes open.
Oh, all right. But you know, Fagin, London's a big place. It won't be easy.
I know you'll do your best. And Nancy, are you seeing Bill Sykes tonight?
Yeah, I suppose so. If he goes down to Three Cripples. He said he would.
Good. Tell him that Fagin says don't do that job on the country house till I tell him to. Because I might have an apprentice for him on the night.
Oliver?
I didn't say that.
Poor little kid. He'd be hopeless at that sort of thing.
That's none of your business.
Your afternoon tea, Master Oliver.
Thank you, Mrs. Bedwin.
How are you feeling?
Fine, thank you.
Good. Then this can come off. There. Good as gold.
Thank you.
Brownlow, did you see that? She's treating him like a baby, spoiling him like that.
You're a hard man, Grimwig.
Nonsense. Just common sense. Drag some petty thief out of the gutter and treat him like a lord? Downright dangerous.
Dangerous?
Yes, these people are all alike. He'll turn on you, rob you blind. Can't trust them 1 inch.
Good heavens.
Eh?
Have I done something wrong, sir?
No, child, no. Stay there. Don't move. Remarkable. Grimwig, do you see it?
See what? You've taken leave of your senses?
The portrait. Look at the portrait. Look at Oliver. They have the same face.
By George. What a remarkable coincidence. Very much alike.
Oh, it's history now. A very old and very dear friend of my youth. You don't know her. She died long ago.
I'm sorry to hear it. But it still doesn't change what I was saying about the boy.
Grimwig, I'd trust him with anything.
Ah!
Oliver, you're nearly better now. A few more days, and you'll be wanting to get out and about, eh?
Yes, sir.
A bit of fresh air. Exercise will do you good. As soon as you feel up to it, there's some books I want you to take back into town for me. Will you do it?
Oh, yes, sir.
Good lad.
Hop it, miss. We don't need the likes of you round here.
Oh, drop dead, pudding face.
Mad! 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 Brownlow, you must be stark raving mad! Dash it all! What do you know of the boy? A companion of thieves and pickpockets, and you let him out. A new suit of clothes on his back, a valuable set of books, money? Ha! You must have taken leave of your senses, man!
Grimwig, really? You do carry on so.
Mr. Brownlow, sir, if you'd rather I stayed home.
No, child. I trust you. Just do exactly what I told you. Straight to the bookseller, return the books, and pay him the money. Hurry now. It's getting late. I'll expect you back in 20 minutes.
Yes, sir.
20 minutes. If you ever see the boy again, if his gang of cutthroats isn't preparing a welcome home party for him right this minute, I'll eat my hat.
No, Bullseye! Back, you mongrel! Get back! Give us that ear! I'll kill you!
Oh, come on, Bullseye. Good dog. Good dog.
Think it's funny, eh? I'll wipe that grin off your stupid
Bill?
face.
No, Bill. I was just joking. I didn't mean no harm.
The brat is out.
Oliver?
Yes, they spotted him leaving Brownlow's. Get moving. You know what to do.
Come on!
Oranges! Lovely fresh oranges! Come on, try the oranges!
Round the back. We'll cut him off in the corner.
Oliver, found you. Oh, found you at last. Huh? What? Oh, you naughty boy. To make us suffer so much. Let go. What are you doing? Let go of me. Oh, Oliver. Oliver, darling little brother. After all these months. Nancy.
What's it?
What's happening? No.
It's her brother, what she ain't seen for a long time.
Stop it, Oliver. You come home at once, do you understand?
All right, young'un, that'll do. Enough of this running away, lark.
Help! Help!
Welcome home, my boy. Welcome home.
And the next time you go to sleep on the job, you'll get double. Now, get out!
It's a treat to see you at work, Mr. Bumble.
Oh, thank you. I do my best, Mrs. Bumble. We beadles carry a heavy load of responsibility. Aha! The paper. Look at this. 5 guineas reward. A young boy named Oliver Twist disappeared from his home at Pentonville last Thursday evening. A reward of 5 guineas will be paid for his safe return or for information about his previous history.
Oliver Twist? That worthless little monster?
Not worthless anymore, my dear. He's worth 5 guineas now. I'm leaving for London immediately.
Mr. Bumble! Mr. Bumble!
You old fool! How dare you come in here like this when Mr. Bumble is taking tea? Take your hat and coat, Mr. Bumble. The warm one. It might turn cold in town. And it does look like rain.
It's important, Mom. I must talk to Mr. Bumble.
That's impossible. Mr. Bumble is going to London this very minute, and he does not change his plans for the likes of you.
Good day, Mrs. Bumble.
Oh, I wanted to give him something before I die.
Give? What does a pauper have to give?
It's a gold locket and chain, Mom.
Gold?
It was the same as stealing. For 10 years, I kept it. I wanted it for myself. Didn't show anyone. Oh, I'm so sorry. It could have been used to help little Oliver find out who he really is. And now, it's too late. Take it. You give it to him. Take it.
Therefore, sir, to sum up my opinion of young Oliver Twist, from a long, bitter experience, he is, sir, treacherous, ungrateful, and malicious. He ran away from his master's house after a cowardly and vicious attack on the innocent, helpless lad, Noah. And this after causing a riot in the workhouse. In short, a hardened young criminal.
Thank you, Mr. Bumble.
Thank you, sir. Gentlemen.
Grimwig, you were right. I never want to hear the boy's name mentioned in this house again. Do you understand, Mrs. Bedwin? Never.
Yes,
sir.
Mr. Bumble, I'm so relieved to see you.
Eh?
The worst possible thing has happened. Noah's stolen my life savings and run off to London.
Ha! It's the influence of that Oliver Twist. Didn't I say so?
What am I to do? You must help me, Mr. Bumble.
Not now, sir. This confounded rain. Ah, if I hurry...
Mr. Bumble!
Gin and water.
You're Bumble, the beetle.
How did you... Anyway, what if I am?
Listen to me. I came down here looking for you. I've been waiting all day. I want some information and I'm willing to pay for it. Take that to start with.
Much obliged, but...
A boy was born up there at the workhouse 12 years ago, last winter. A meek-looking, pale-faced brat. He was recently apprenticed to a coffin maker and he's run away to London. His name's Twist.
Oliver Twist?
Yes. His mother died. But I want to talk to the woman who was in the room when Oliver was born.
Old Sally. She was dying this morning. It's probably all over by now.
Did she say anything about Oliver's mother? Who she was? Where she came from?
I don't know. I'll have to ask my wife about that.
Ask her. And then tell me what she says.
Well,
I'll pay for the information. Meet me at this address at 9 o'clock tonight.
That'd be down near the river, isn't it?
Yes. 9 o'clock. Sharp.
This is it.
Well?
Oh!
All right. This old Sally. Did she die?
Yes,
And you were with her?
I was. She babbled something about stealing from the dead. And she gave me this. Here. It's yours. You paid for it.
Agnes. And no one else saw this or knows about it?
No.
The last trace. The last evidence of the mother's identity. The last proof of who the boy really is.
I believe then, Mr. Monks, that our business is concluded.
Yes. And you can forget about that name. You've never heard it before.
Of course.
And if we chance to meet somewhere, we don't know each other. Wait. Don't move. You've done well, Fagin. He's not going to escape again.
Not a chance, Mr. Monks. Not a chance.
Good. And the job?
Are being organized right now for tonight. I've got Bill Sykes inside. The best in the business. They'll crack the place wide open. It can't go wrong.
Get this clear, Fagin. I don't care if your little burglary succeeds or not. What I do care about is that Oliver is involved in the crime. If he is injured or arrested or worse, it don't interest me. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't be too unhappy if something did happen to him.
I understand, Mr. Monks. I will report the results to you tomorrow afternoon. Nancy, out. I want to talk to Bill, private-like.
Oh.
Why don't you want Nancy to hear this?
She's been acting funny lately. I don't trust her no more.
What?
Yes. She's a bit too fond of the kid for my liking.
Oliver?
I got a feeling she might just talk one day.
To the police?
Yeah.
She does, and I'll kill her.
I'm only telling you I'm keeping an eye on her, that's all. Now, about this tonight. Are you ready?
Yeah, it's all set up, ready to go.
And Oliver must take part in this job. It's training, you might say. You've got to use him.
I'll use him, all right. The old duck what owns the place has got it locked up tight like a flaming fortress. It's this woman, Mrs. Maylie, you see, and she's a widow, and she lives all alone, except for her daughter. And she's rich. The place is loaded with silver and stuff, worth a fortune. The only servants in the house is the old butler and this boy who's the gardener. But like I says, it's a real fortress.
How are you going to do the job?
That's where young Oliver comes in. There's this here window over the back door. Too small for me, but just the right size for his lordship there. Do you get it?
Oh, you are the best, Bill. I always said it. You are the best.
Get out of it, Dodger. Oliver's coming with me.
Yeah? What for? Going to pick a few pockets, eh?
Nah, the big one this time.
A house? You going to knock off a house?
None of your business, Dodger.
No, Bill, you can't.
Try that again. And you, my boy, are coming with me, and you will do anything I tell you. Do you understand? And you will come quiet, and you will not think of running off. You know what this is?
Yes, sir.
Well then, look here. This is gunpowder. This here's a bullet. Now, it's loaded.
Yes, I see it is, sir.
Oliver, if you speak a word when you're outside with me, except when I speak to you, that bullet's going to be in your head. Move! Now then, listen careful, and I'll go through it one more time. There's no dogs. They've been locked up by a friend of mine, all right? So that makes it easy to get near the house. But shut up and listen. We get to Maylie's house. There's this small window on the top of the back door. I'm going to jemmy it open. You get on me shoulders and open the door for me. I can't get through the window myself, but I'll have you covered with a pistol. Try anything funny, and you're a dead man. Stay here.
No tricks. The door, quick. No noise.
Mrs. Bailey! Mrs. Bailey!
It's no good. Come on.
Stop! Stop or I fire! Don't move! This way!
No, here, up here.
Bullseye, come here.
Get Dr. Losburn.
So, you want a job, eh?
Yeah,
What can you do?
well, I can make coffins.
Oh, that's very handy in my line of business.
Look, mister, I'll do anything for you.
Shut up. Are you light on your feet?
Eh?
I mean, can you move real quiet-like, so no one can hear you?
Sneak about, you mean? Oh, yeah.
All right. This is what I want you to do. You see that woman over there?
Yeah?
Oh, when she leaves this place, you follow. No matter where she goes, you follow. Here, take this. Now keep out of sight.
Fagin, it's all up.
What?
We were sprung.
What do you mean?
They came for us just as we got inside. We had to run like hell. Didn't get a thing. Half the countryside's out looking for me.
Where's the kid?
They were shooting. He copped it.
Did they get him? Is he dead?
I don't know. He didn't look too healthy to me. Had to leave him.
Now listen, you've got to get out of here. Keep out of sight for a bit. I'll tell you what. You hide out in Nancy's place. I'll let you know when it's safe to come out.
All right. Oi, Bullseye.
Bullseye? Bill? Bill?
Well, what do you reckon about the boy?
He took part in the robbery. That's the main thing. I'm satisfied. If he's dead, that's good. But if he's still alive...
Look, I don't trust anyone else for this job. I'm going to do it myself. You can come with me if you like.
I'll come.
Remarkable. A remarkable recovery, Mrs. Neely. It says a lot for your nursing, Rose.
Oh, I only did what you told me to, Dr. Losburn.
Well, what are you going to do about him?
I don't know. I simply can't believe that he could do such a thing. Why, look at him.
There's no proof that he actually broke into the house.
But the servants have told everyone.
Oh, that may be so. But there's still no evidence that he was one of the burglars. He could have been wounded in a hunting accident. Walking innocently by and shot accidentally. It happens all the time.
Oh, Dr. Losburn, you're a sly old fox.
Good day, Mrs. Maley.
Good day, Dr. Losburn. Goodbye.
Oh, Mother, look.
Another nightmare.
No, I don't want to. Bill, no. Oh, it's all right. Shush. Don't let Bill get me.
Don't worry, child. You're perfectly safe with us.
How long have I been here?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Poor little chap. He lost a lot of blood. Rose, as soon as he's strong enough, I want you to take him outdoors. Fresh air, sunshine, that's what he needs. Might help him forget some of the dreadful things he's been through.
And Mrs. Bedwin, she was the housekeeper. She was lovely. They looked after me till the gang took me back. They were like my family. We've walked enough for one day. You must be getting tired. Come on, we'll go home and you can rest for a while. That Oliver is here with us.
I don't know, but I'm sure they mean him harm. We must do something.
Mrs. Maley, if we go to see Mr. Brownlow, he'll know what to do.
Of course.
Here, Mrs. Maley. This one.
Very well. Jenkins, stay here, please. Oliver, love. Oh, come in.
Oliver, my boy, you have no idea how delighted I am to hear this. That gang of Fagins...
And the man in black?
Nancy!
What's the meaning of...
Sorry, Governor. I can't say nothing now. I knows they're following me. Meet me tonight, 12 o'clock, London Bridge. Mr. Brownlow, sir.
Nancy?
Over here. I can only stop a minute if you want to know why Bill Sykes took Oliver with him. This monk's paid Fagin a lot of money to get Oliver into trouble with the law.
Why?
I don't know. I think he's a bit crazy. But there's something else, too.
I heard him tell Fagin. He went down to the workhouse where Oliver was born. Anyway, Monks found out about some old woman who knew something about who Oliver really was.
Who?
I don't know. She had some kind of evidence. A locket or a brooch or something with the mother's name in it.
Well, where is it?
Monks threw it in the river.
Monks. Monks is the key to this mystery. He's behind everything.
This is where he lives. I've got to go now.
Now, Mr. Monks.
Mr. Fagin, quick! Mr. Fagin, open up!
Still pity young fool. You'll have half the flaming neighborhood up. Don't use my name. It's nobody's business who lives here. What do you think you...
You was right. She did it.
Nancy.
She squealed. What?
Bill. What are you doing?
Where did she go? A place, I suppose.
No. Bill, come back.
You! I'm gonna give you the idea of your life!
No! What are you doing? No! No!
Get up! Get up! I say, get...
Blimey!
Now, concerning the locket.
I had nothing to do with it. It was Mrs. Bumble's idea.
That is no excuse. Indeed, sir, you are more guilty of the two. Because the law always assumes that a wife does what her husband tells her.
Then the law is an ass.
What was written on the locket?
Agnes.
Oh, no.
Are you all right, sir?
Yes, Oliver, that is all. I have finished with you now. Please go.
This doesn't mean we lose our jobs.
That is exactly what it means. Your behavior was criminal. I shall see to it that you will never work in a position of trust again.
Brownlow. That girl in Fagin's gang. She's been murdered.
What?
Nancy!
Who did it?
Bill Sykes. They've got him trapped down at the river.
What about the rest of the gang?
Captured?
Anything about Monks?
No.
Listen, Grimwig. Would you go down to the river when they catch Sykes? See if you can speak to him. Perhaps get a statement. His evidence will help clear Oliver.
Good idea.
And I'll fetch Monks.
Boy, there he is.
How dare you? Kidnap me from my own home? You have no right to hold me here against my will.
Release him. You may go. But if you do, I will call the police immediately.
What do you want?
I want you to say out loud in front of witnesses what I already know. I want you to sign that confession, which I will then keep. And if you ever cause trouble again, you'll spend the rest of your life in jail. Go on.
Oliver is my brother.
Oh, no!
I destroyed the locket because it had his mother's name on it, Agnes.
Why?
Because of the will.
Yes?
The will said I would get Oliver's share of the money if he became involved in any criminal activity.
And that's why you paid Fagin to keep Oliver a prisoner?
Yes.
Sign the confession. You're a long way from the workhouse now, Oliver. You're a very wealthy young man. Oh, Agnes, I hope you can rest more peacefully now.
That's my mother.
Yes, she was a very dear friend of mine. She married your father soon after the picture was painted. Later, because of some desperate unhappiness, she ran away and wandered into the workhouse where you were born. When you came to this house, you looked so like her that I had to find out who you were. I've taken out the necessary papers. If you agree, Oliver, I would like to adopt you. I've never had a son.
Oh, yes. Yes.
It's all over.
Sykes?
Yes?
The last of Fagin's gang.
Well...
Good heavens, man, not another one.
I'm afraid so.
Bullseye!